So I talked before about the situation management cycle, about how we deal with stimulus that comes in. And the Yerkes-Dodson law basically is closely related in that if we are not stimulated at all, then we get absent-minded and bored. If you've ever been on a long cross-country flight and you're sat in a zero, you might have felt that. We are understimulated, so our performance level decreases. We have to really think of a way of getting ourselves back in the zone. The area of greatest learning potential is when you are stimulated but not overstressed. So for sure, when you go into SIV, we are going to be dipping into the excessive stress levels. You're going to be nervous, anxious, hopefully not getting to the panic and paralysis stage. But the more stressed we get, the more cortisol we get. We have all these chemicals coming into our blood, which is not inducive for learning. We get tunnel vision, so a lot of the details get left behind. So we do a lot of repetition. Through repetition, we learn not to be so afraid, and we get more into the zone of greatest learning. I say it's about building our bubble. So the first time you do a manoeuvre, you're not going to have any idea about the height loss, about the pressure in the brakes, about what your limbs are doing. And by the time you can land and say, actually, my legs were out on that last one, or I was aware of my height, then I know your bubble has grown. So in SIV, we do have to go through this dangerous stage of starting to learn about how we're actually going to react to the paraglider, but you can easily SIV yourself into the ground. As you do a bit more training, you are doing more things on muscle memory, and with your situational awareness growing, you know this feeling means that's going to happen, and that will free up some of your bandwidth to be able to look around, see your height loss, see if it's time to throw your reserve or not. So you'll have much more bandwidth to deal with the bigger bubble around you, rather than having tunnel vision and being focused. So it's just all about where we are on this curve, and for sure we've got to be here to then do repetition and get ourselves back into the alert concentration mode.
Awesome.